All right, I'm going to move us to a new map here. So you guys head in the direction that the hawk went, which is roughly east. And then as you're going, after a little while, a little over an hour, you hear the sounds of grunting and yelling and cursing up ahead. And you reach a point, like over the storm, even. And you reach a point where you see pretty much what I'm showing you right now, where you all see a group of goblins that are dressed in furs and crowded around this sled that has this huge pile of packages of cargo on it. And they're struggling to push it through the blizzard, and they're yelling at each other, and they're basically trying to get one another to, one person's trying to lead this way and the other one's like, no, 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 do it like this. And they're squabbling with each other. And they appear to have no idea that you guys are there because of the sound they're making and the sound of the blizzard around them.
Well, those aren't dwarves.
I can't see anything.
Oh, hang on just a sec.
Well, I mean, I can see 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Oh, I think I made these before we established.
Oh yeah, take your torches out.
Yeah, I did buy some oil for the lantern, so I'm considering using that while walking.
So yeah, I think out loud, Rúna says, those aren't dwarves.
Okay, can you guys see now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Make an intelligence check.
Does the stuff on the piled up on their sled look like it's theirs, or does it look non-goblin?
I mean,
non-goblin.
Yeah, you don't see anyone else around, so
it's just a bunch of I love being a
right.
dwarf.
But does it have the alliance logo? What I mean is, does it
possession is 9/10 of the law?
Does it have the alliance logo stamped on the crates? Is what I mean.
That's awesome.
So why have they stopped? They're trying to go in 2 different directions.
No, they're trying to, like, the blizzard has slowed them down to a near stop. And it just looks like the sled itself is so heavy that they're having trouble moving it with the snow falling and the wind blowing and everything like that. So and then not only that, but now they're arguing with each other about something. You're not sure what.
Is the bird around?
Not that you can see.
I'm going to try and approach.
I will
I'm gonna
head
start
with
heading that way as well.
Okay. Once you guys start to head up, and like I said, they don't have any indication that you're there. Once you guys start to move up, Rúna, well, actually, all of you would see what looks to be a small snow white rabbit near one of these trees. Arctic hare, thank you. And it is observing you all, and it's watching very intently as you're approaching the goblins.
This is an actual sled.
Yeah.
The rabbit's down there at the bottom there.
Yes, straight to the south.
I think so. Rúna just locks eyes with it, and what is it?
The Kill Bill noise plays.
So
yeah.
So as soon as it's watching everyone, and as soon as Rúna locks eyes with it, it turns all of his attention to Rúna, and you see its back legs are kind of shifting, like it's getting ready to take off, and it's staring directly at Rúna the whole time.
Rúna freezes like a cat when it sees prey, and like no emotion at all, no response, is ignoring the rest of the party, and just kind of looks like she's about to take off into a sprint.
Well, none of us can see this, so.
I mean, you guys probably saw the rabbit, but yeah, you don't see Rúna's reaction necessarily.
Unless someone turns around and is like,
unless you want,
Rúna. And I think I'll stay like that until either the rabbit moves, someone calls out my name, or I'll tell you otherwise.
Okay. So those goblins are still not aware of your presence, and the two in the back that are closest to you are like they have their hands on the sled trying to push it forward, and you see they're just going deeper and deeper into the snow, and then they have to climb out and reposition and try and push again. And then two of them up front are trying to pull with the harness, and then the two on the northeastern side, these two over here are just arguing with each other, and they seem to be the problem, like the reason why the sled has stopped. But they're not aware of your presence unless you were to call out for them at this point.
Can we get a closer look at the cargo from here?
Yeah, it looks like you see that the baseline, like basically there's one layer of crates that are strapped to the sled, and there's like ice buildup and everything on those straps, so it makes you feel like they've been like that for a while. And then stacked on top of that, you can see basically a bunch of like what look to be like bundles. Like there's cloth wrapped around smaller items of some sort that are all just stacked haphazardly on top of those crates. And every so often when they're pushing, like one of the bundles will fall off, and you'll see a goblin run over and grab it and like lift it up, and you can tell that it's heavy, and he like puts it back on top, and then they start to try and push again. So
Does their sled look like it's the same sled as the broken ones?
yes.
Okay. I mean, they could have took it.
Oh,
I'm going to start moving
Bear-
forward unless someone stops me.
I was going to say, Bear is going to step forward a little bit and call out, "Oi, need any help?"
The back two goblins stop immediately what they're doing and turn and look towards Bear. The dumb cold spell scroll.
Just hold it.
All right. Yeah, so they stop and look back at Bear, and then they see everyone else, and then one of them shouts and like slaps the top of the sled, and he's shouting in Goblin, and the rest of them turn and look too, and like this one leaps on top of the sled. They have weapons, they don't have them drawn, but they look like they're ready to like defend this thing. And then the one that's standing on top of the sled is like, what? Who are you? What do you want?
And I think at that exact moment, so I don't know if you saw my message, Nick, but I sent you a
I
message.
did. Yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, after a little while of silence, Rúna just takes off, shifts into Link's form, and just starts chasing that rabbit
Okay.
immediately.
All right. I'm just getting my rabbit info up.
Rabbit info.
Pull up the sheet for the rabbit.
I don't know if you need me to treat this like initiative or what, but I'm just chasing it.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Is that Rúna's sudden movement from behind the characters and rushing like past them, I think that's going to scare the goblins. So I am going to call for initiative, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the players have to act thusly.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to have it available.
Don't necessarily have to fight per se.
Right, exactly. Fighting is always just an option. Sometimes it's the only option, but
I apparently had RoboBear selected, not mine.
oh,
That's okay.
That's
we can
fine.
leave it
That
as
works.
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, everyone. I made it save.
I rolled really well for initiative. That does not bode well for the rest of my night.
Making sure I got everything taken care of here real quick. Okay. And one last one. There it is.
Do the goblins
So
look like they've sustained injuries?
No, they don't appear to be injured.
So
At least
are
not
there-
that you can tell.
Are these three goblins yoked up to the sled? Are they pulling it? What's
So
being
that
pulled
looks
with
like they have it looks like they have the harness that probably was used for dogs. Like they just had it draped over their shoulders and they were pulling it. And two of them are, and the other one isn't. And he was one of the ones that was arguing with the rest of them.
It's attached to the hawk. The hawk is like.
All right, so Bear, you are up first. And so you can tell that the goblins are like reacting to this sudden movement behind you, and they look like they're ready to draw their weapons and attack.
I hold both hands out. You know, clearly no weapons, at least in hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's casting burning hands. Get him.
Wait. We're not attacking.
I'll take a persuasion check.
I was afraid you were going to say that. Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
So they're ready to leap forward off the sled at you guys once they see this burst of movement. But thanks to Bear being able to calm them down, they hesitate. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay.
Robo-Bear is just going to reposition and not towards the goblins.
Gotcha. Also, since you guys have moved up, I'm going to describe what you guys can see. I know Rixana can see it at least. Bear can also see it. A little ways ahead of this sled, about 40, 50 feet ahead, you see a much larger cart. It has big wheels. It's about 20 feet tall. It looks like a tower, but it is being pulled by two polar bears that are strapped to harnesses. And you can see other goblins like standing on the landing. Actually, I think I have an art handout I can show you. That would save me a lot of...
Hey, Nick, can you boost my dark vision to 120 feet? Because I have enhanced senses.
Oh, yeah. I will do that right now.
Thank you very much.
There we go.
Thank you.
So you can probably see this now, too.
Yes, I can. Yep.
All right. I want the goblin. Okay, so Rixana, you are up next. I will show this to you guys, this handout to you guys, so you can see what it looks like. And standing on that little landing at the top, you can see another goblin.
Looks like a siege engine.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's a tower. It's
It does.
a
It's pretty
tower on
awesome.
wheels.
It's like something from out of the Lord of the Rings movies.
Two surly polar bears. Do they look like they're mistreated,
Look
or
surly
are they
for
just
me.
pissed off?
You guys,
Probably expert.
I would say that you're not close enough to tell like how they don't
Okay.
look mistreated. Like they don't look
Okay.
malnourished, you know what I mean? But
It's just like if I cast comprehend, if I cast speak with animals, then their accent would be like, hey, how you doing?
Exactly. Got a surly disposition.
That goblin is everywhere.
Get out of here.
all right, Rixana, what are you doing?
Chain smoking polar bear.
I want to go talk to these polar bears. Would you just turn around and stop talking to the goblins and just walk? So I'm gonna have my hand resting on my weapon, but not drawing it yet. I'm gonna say, "Hi, friends. Looks like you need a little bit of help. Can we help you?"
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. I have their answer. I just want to find their tone. So your roll is going to help me find their tone.
14
Okay.
again.
The goblins, the one that's standing up on top of the sled. The rest of them, you've only heard them speak in Goblin, but the one that's standing on the sled is like, "No help! Turn around! Leave! Go!"
Okay. So I'm guessing that's probably all I can say in the 6 seconds of my turn, but I'll just step over to the side here.
Okay. Nahesa, this is this weird moment where Rúna started the initiative. Wait, are you even on the initiative, Rúna? Oh, you are. Yep.
I am.
Yeah,
I
you're
just got
going.
kind of low for once.
Yep. Okay. All right, Nahesa, you are up.
Are there any? I'll step up a little bit. Are there any distinguishing features about this cart, like any logo?
I will take either perception or investigation. I'll let you choose on that
Oh, I'll pick the good one.
one.
I'll pick the good one. I said. All right, so unless it's like neon LEDs, then I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, no, there's no. Unfortunately, you can't see anything distinguishing on it. Yeah.
Let me think. What are you guys doing hauling a bunch of copper in the middle of a blizzard?
And then the one on the sled is like, "No copper, no copper, iron," and it slaps the packages behind him and with it No, okay, so it slaps him with its hand.
There's so many ingots in this sled.
All right, that's the answer I was looking for. I'm gonna light him up with whatever that cone of freezing spell is.
Oh, the frost fingers, the new spell.
Frost
Nice.
fingers. I didn't put the stats in because I didn't. think I
Cold
would
hands.
cast it.
Oh, sure, I got it. Just a second.
It's in the handouts, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I think you're right. There was a handout. I actually just turned to the page in my book. 15-foot cone. So
it's positioned properly, I guess, for this exchange.
15-foot cone's going to go out to there. Right, like that.
I think that's enough.
And that'll get the 3 of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a con saving throw against your spell save DC or 2d8 cold damage.
Okay.
And what's your spell save?
13.
13. Okay. We'll go top and then left, right. So the top one con save versus 13. Got it. The left one failed and the right one failed. So 2d8, top one takes half.
Okay.
And I will delete that. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you rolled it.
I did. Yeah, it's fine.
Decidedly average.
So the one that's standing on top of the sled and one of the ones that's in front of it, they both just go down. And I got to make sure that I'm not deleting my initiative marker. So they get frozen from the frost fingers and their bodies fall over into the snow. And then the one that's standing there freaks out, and you can see him like starting to reach for his weapon. I'm going to move this X guy off to the side here because he's dead. Anything else from you, Nahesa?
Are you not entertained?
And
That was quite enough.
so I think I stepped up 5 feet, and then I will. Second, I'm gonna scoot around there, but I don't think that's.
Oh, sure.
Move around.
Okay.
Turn the lights on.
Oh, sure. And then Leif.
Well then.
Since shit just got started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We found them early. Could you imagine if we found it like way out there? What a hassle.
I'm going to move up on this
Like
one
idiot about
and do a melee attack.
Okay. That one's bloodied, by the way. 19 will hit. That one is no longer bloodied. It is cut down.
And then with my bonus action, I will throw an axe at one of the ones that's pulling the harness.
Okay. So we'll go with the front one. That's a miss. All right. So thoroughly freaking out now, the goblins all draw weapons and drop the harnesses, those who had them. And these 3 are, I think they're all going to go this direction. Like that. And all 3 of them are going to stab with their short swords, or their scimitars, excuse me, at Leif. So Leif, your AC is 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah,
So first one's a hit, second one's a miss, third one, so 2 hits, for a total of 12 slashing damage. 6 from one, 6 from the other.
Jesus Christ. Okay. What's blooded? Half, round up or down?
Round down.
I'm not blooded.
Cool. And then you guys hear shouting in Goblin from over by the tower, the cart. And Rixana, 2 arrows from short bows are going to be loosed at you as you see a couple goblins like peek their heads out of those little like thin slits on the side of the tower and fire some short bows at you. So
Well, that's just rude.
AC is 14.
Yep.
Okay. 1 hit, 1 miss for 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
You can get
And then
3,
Rúna.
I get 12.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm doing.
I do.
chasing the bunny.
Get over here, you fucking rabbit. You're dead. You're dead, son. I just double move. I move and I dash.
Nice.
And sadly, I can't then attack. But
Right.
that is my turn.
As a bonus action, since it's now the hare's turn, it's going to use its escape ability to disengage. And it is going to dash. And it's going to run. Escape. The hare can take dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action on each of its turns. And it's going to.
Escape is better than my escape.
It is. It's going to dash all the way that direction.
I didn't
and
actually see where it went.
Oh, it
Hasn't
went
seen
southeast
those.
of your position.
Southeast. Okay.
So, like, it went like this.
Gotcha.
And the whole time it's turning and running, like the little bit you can see it before it disappears behind that tree, it's looking back behind it. Like, you know that rabbits don't normally do that, but this one is looking back to see if you're behind it.
Okay.
The polar bears are going to roar, and you see them pulling against their harnesses, but they don't really move or go anywhere or anything like that. And then Cayleigh, it's your turn.
Cayleigh is not happy about all of this. There should have been a better way, but she reluctantly will attack. Let's see. We will quarterstaff this guy that's next to me.
Okay. 24 hits. Oh, he goes down.
I'm gonna reluctantly cave this dude's head in.
No, this is a knockout. These
okay.
are knockouts.
Okay, I will actually put him on the table then.
And then yeah, she'll step up and do just a regular little
Unarmed
punch.
attack.
Yep.
16 hits. That one goes down too.
I like the idea she's trying to pull her punches and just knocking him out. Like, I'm sorry.
That's basically what it is.
Okay, then the goblin that's, for those that can see, the goblin that is standing on the landing of this tower, Rixana, you'd be able to see especially that, like, it sees 3 of its goblins go down immediately, and then 2 more just get knocked unconscious by Cayleigh, and it has this moment, this hesitation, like this moment of like, is this worth it? Like it's looking around and everything, not sure what to do. But then it's gonna like poke its head into the tower and shout down at the ones down there. And then it takes out some javelins, and it sees that Rixana was hit, so it's gonna throw javelins at Rixana. But I think this is gonna be, yep, these are disadvantaged attacks. So first one's a miss, and it's gonna throw a second. Oh no, it only gets the 1 javelin attack, so that's it.
Actually,
yeah.
One thing I will say, if this is a storm, how is the visibility for these?
It's as is.
It is as is?
So
Okay.
as you guys can see, yeah.
Okay.
Although I think, can you see all the way down to that tower, Justin?
No.
Okay, yeah.
I think I can see. Is this a wheel? That might be.
That's a tree. That's a shadow from a tree. So.
Okay. Then no.
Yep. So then, yeah, visibility is as is. All right, back to the top with Bear.
Well, decision's kind of been made for us, so
I know, despite your awesome persuasion check.
I wasted a good persuasion.
That'll be your 1 persuasion check for the campaign.
Cayleigh will say,
Okay.
"We don't need to kill."
So,
Define
moving.
We don't
Moving
need
up
to
on the
kill
tower.
as Bear draws a gun and
Yeah.
walks.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, Cayleigh, so sad.
All right, sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
Just trying to count out movement for Robo Bear. So at this point, I will draw my gun, but I will not fire it. I will, however, shout, "Stand down!"
Okay, I'll take an intimidation check.
I'm going to have RoboBear take my bonus action to give me advantage on it.
What?
The two of us together should be pretty damn intimidating.
Okay. I can see
okay.
RoboBear helping with intimidate more than I can with like,
Oh,
animal
God,
handling
no.
or whatever. So
Acrobatics.
It does say it can take the help action just like
Mhm.
anybody. So
Yep, I'll take it.
Yeah, come on, we
I'm
could
just
have
saying,
that
like,
place.
normally-
Somebody got an ejector platform
Yeah.
in it.
No,
Normally I ask for you to describe it, but what I'm saying is here I don't think you need to. Like I can understand how it would be intimidating. Oh. There the goblin that's standing up there, like you say that, you say stand
I
down
can't
and you
hear
see
you
it
over
draw,
the storm.
Yeah.
it just draws another javelin out.
What? What did you say?
Let's all calm down. Bam.
All right. Rixana.
All right. I tried the diplomatic way. I really did. But now for the fun part. So Rixana's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm kind of going to slap Bear on the back as I pass by. Like good effort. And then once I'm about here, do I see that there's a potential entrance to this thing?
So on the back side of the tower,
Mhm.
I have this gold line. That is a ladder going up to the landing. And then you presume that the only way to the interior is then down from the landing.
Yep.
So you have to
Okay.
climb up about, 10 feet and then climb down another 5 or 6. So
Okay. So let's see. I can. Okay, I'm gonna Misty Step right up to the ladder,
nice.
right there. And then you said it's about 10 to climb. Let's see. I think I only have 10 feet of movement left, so I don't think I would be able to. I could get like halfway up. Is that right?
Sure. Yeah. If you want to be hanging on the ladder, you can do that.
I'm gonna get about halfway up, and let's say I'm gonna hold an attack for if anyone pokes their little head over and are in range,
Nice.
I will attack them.
Okay.
And that's my
And
turn.
I will also say that you have total cover against all 3 of those goblins unless one of them does peek over.
Okay,
Because you're
perfect.
hanging on the outside. So.
Yep.
All right, Nahesa. Casey.
Yeah, so 40 feet to work with. So so this is like the interior of the cart. Is that model?
Yep. So the black line that I drew is the actual exterior wall, and then the red line is the landing that so you can see this guy, the goblin boss, but the other 2 you actually can't see them other than through those little arrow slits. So they would have 3/4 cover against you.
Mm-hmm. But the top of the cart is open to the like the landing is open to
Yes, that's
interior.
open. Yep.
Okay.
You can shoot at this guy or attack at this guy without any penalty. Ranged attack, I should say.
I'm trying to think of like if Cayleigh's words actually hold any weight. Right.
To Nahesa, probably
I mean, if you have
not.
to think about it, it's a no.
Yeah, it's like I really don't think. I don't think she's hung up on.
Nahesa sets fire to the tower.
Like. All right. My other traveling companion did just run in there, so I should probably radius on sleep again. Yeah.
Here we go.
They go down pretty easily.
20 foot.
20 feet to the point. Yeah. Okay, so if I target it towards the front of the cart, which is then open to the interior.
Do you want that or do you want that?
So it's a 20-foot. Yeah, that looks pretty great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Holy
You hear
21.
Oh, the 8. I missed the 8. I just saw the 13. Okay, 21.
Oh, yeah, that's the upcast, yeah.
And it goes lowest health first, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay. So this the goblin that's standing on the landing, as you get up there and cast sleep, you see the hawk is perched on the top of the tower. And then as sleep goes, the hawk falls off the tower and lands in the snow 10 feet below.
It still counts.
Yeah, does that count for the sleep count?
Of course it does.
And then also after that, so you have 21. Then Rixana, you hear 2 heavy thuds inside the tower.
Okay.
As the 2 goblins also succumb to sleep.
Let me adjust that then.
Sleepy bird.
Man,
It's
you
like
are
You're
lagging behind.
Yeah, I don't spend a lot of time as a human or as a humanoid. Makes it tough.
How's it look in the cart?
I'm still on the ladder.
Okay, so you just heard.
Yeah, I don't actually see anything. I'm like hanging on the ladder.
All right. Well, I ran up to get into range of this.
So that's it.
Yeah. How did the polar bear harnesses look?
The bears are starting to tug at it. The harnesses look solid. But you see that the straps that like they're actually tethered to are connected up where the goblin is standing at the top of the tower. So with a flick of his wrist, he could like get them to mush and the tower could take off. So.
Oh.
That's not good.
Leif.
I'm going to hit the last goblin that's in the last awake goblin.
Okay.
With a melee attack.
15 hits.
Oh god.
It's bloodied.
And bonus action, I'll do it again.
Okay. 13 misses.
God damn. I can move to here without provoking, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll do that. Done.
Okay. The goblin's turn. It's going to disengage as a bonus action. And then it's going to book it. Because it doesn't want to be here anymore.
You son of a bitch.
Oh gosh. Oh, it took disengage, so yeah, Bear, you're just gonna hear this like as it's dashing
just the wind
you.
blowing past him.
Naruto running.
Yeah. Naruto running.
Wait, so they get to dash and disengage?
Well, disengage is a bonus action, and then it uses dash as its action.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Yep. And then Rúna, you're up.
You dead hair.
Reminder that the hair went this way.
Right. I can't currently see its position because of the line of sight. So I'm just gonna start
because of the
kind
battle going on.
Around. There we go. 1, 2. So I'm going to Misty Step Phase Step over to here.
All right.
So whoop. And it has to make a saving throw to not be scared, which may or may
Wisdom.
not actually work. It is Wisdom DC 11.
It does not appear to be frightened.
Okay, and then I will attack it.
Okay.
Like its previous course of action.
A 13 hits.
Yeah, 6 damage.
All right, so you bite down on the hair, and as soon like you bite and you hear this squeal, and then it just poof, just erupts into white smoke.
The 13 in melee range did not hit, but the other this is the same goblin, isn't it?
No, this is I'm not attacking the goblin, bro.
He's not being a productive member of the party. Rúna's on her own particular side quest right now.
Okay. And like you see Rúna like do like the, I don't know, like if you can imagine like a cat or a dog like doing like the right, like you know what I mean? Like if you had like a toy in front of it and you're wiggling it back and forth, she's like looking for it in the snow.
Oh yeah,
Sort of,
gotcha.
Yeah, that's.
I wasn't watching cameras right now, so you kept
Oh,
saying
okay.
like, and I
Yeah,
was
no,
waiting for you to
I was doing like
finish.
this kind of, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just like kicking up snow all over.
All
That's it for
right.
me.
The polar bears, now with the Goblin and Rúna right here, and Rúna moving aggressively and taking down the hare. These polar bears are straining against their straps. This one's actually going to attack the Goblin that's standing right there.
Eat it.
Nice.
So it's going to start with its claw attack, and that's a hit. And so this Goblin just comes dashing by bear, and then the other bear that it neglected to deal with just floors it and knocks it. It goes like, basically when Rúna's digging around looking for the hare, the Goblin goes flying over Rúna's back to land in the snow somewhere down over here. Their straps are holding, but they're pulling really hard on them. Cayleigh, you're up.
Let's see. I will spend a key point to give my friend Leif a little bit of life.
Oh, the old Leif.
Yep. So she gently applies a fuda to him, and it glows briefly.
I can't stop making that joke now. There's so many hit points in this thing. She slaps.
This guy can hold so many goblin short swords.
Oh, the polar bear's over there.
So 7 extra HP, Dave.
Here. Yep. And that is my turn.
Okay. The goblin boss standing on top of the tower. You hear him like he whistles, and he pauses for a moment, and he looks around, like scanning the skies for a bird that will never come. And then he reaches he reaches down for the reins for these polar bears, and with his action, he's going to pull the reins, lift them up, and then drop them in the snow, and the bears are totally free now. And then he is going to run.
It's like a mic drop motion.
Yeah.
So he runs, leaps down off the tower, sees his hawk in the snow, scoops it up, and then finishes his movement. And that is the end of that round, and it is 5 minutes after 8, so that's where we're going to take our break. We'll be back in 15 minutes to see how the party does against these now freed polar bears.